Hello and welcome to Erin Lee's Beauty. I'm Erin and today is the day of the week we're going to be going over the things I've been using this past week, just talking about them a little bit and giving my kind of thoughts, opinions, and reviews. So I've been using stuff this week from my BoxyCharm for the month of November Premium and also my Ipsy Glam Bag Mystery Bag December bag, I do believe from last year. So we have a bunch of products today to talk about, a little bit more than usual, but that's fine. The first thing I want to talk about is this Nudestix Lemonaid Detox and Micro Peel Mask. So I have used this. One thing that I would say is it's not what I expected it was. When it said the words peel mask, for some reason I was thinking it would be like one of those that you peel off your face. That's why I chose it. However, when they say peel, it just means that whenever you rub the product in on your skin, it peels all over your face, leaving like little pieces all over your face. It wasn't quite as enjoyable to me as a peel off mask. However, I did like the way that my skin felt afterwards when I used it, and I definitely will be using all of this until it's all gone. Before we get too much farther, I wanted to let everyone know if you're interested in looking into these products anymore or purchasing them, I'm going to put a list of the products down below in the description so you can have access to those. And next up from my BoxyCharm was this Persona palette, Identity 2. This palette really threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting it to be good as it was because I've never heard of this brand before, but honestly, the pigment in it was amazing. I barely had any fallout, if any. The colors, this is the green. It almost looks like a dark black. They are way darker on the skin than what they appear in the pan, and they are very pigmented, so just be careful. You only need to go in with a little bit of color. But this palette really performed really well. I could create a bunch of different looks with it, more subtle with the light pinks, and then the more deeper pops of color or the smokier looks with the darker colors in there. So I overall really did enjoy this palette, and I do recommend it. Next up is this Original Oil by Riddle. This is the perfume that smells different depending on your body chemistry, and I really liked it. It almost smells like clean laundry. It's not necessarily like the type of perfume that I typically would go for or pick out. However, it was given to me, and I will definitely use it all till it's all gone. I don't think it's worth $50. I think it's more worth like $20, but that's just my own personal opinion. If you have the extra money to spend, then it's a nice little fun thing to be able to put in your bag and touch up your perfume on throughout the day. However, I do think it is overpriced with the $50 price point. And then we had these blush drops from Rodial. And this is a liquid blush. I really did like that a little bit went a long way. It blended out really good in the skin. Definitely can have some kind of pigment there so you can tell that it's on your skin, which I really like. Sometimes with cream or liquid products, I don't really get that as much. Not necessarily blush, but more like highlighters and stuff. But I was kind of worried because this was more of a shimmery, almost like a highlighter looking blush, but it performed really well, lasted throughout the day. And the last thing in my BoxyCharm was this Better Skin Co. Eye Bright Now Anti-Puff Anti-Dark Circle Serum. I found this serum to be very good. It almost feels like, it definitely feels like it's a water-based serum, so a little bit goes a long way, and it doesn't leave your skin really heavy or oily feeling. Also, it has a nice herbal smell to it if you're into that. I know not everybody likes the herbal scent, but these drops the serum does have an herbal scent to it. So just wanted to let everyone know that in case you were interested in it, that you should know that it smells herbally. And then for my mystery bag, I had the Balm and the Beatiful eyeshadow palette, episode 1. So these colors here, they were a little powdery, and I did have some fallout with them. They did blend well, and the pigment was definitely there in the palette. I think it's a pretty decent palette. It's not my favorite. It was really good for those natural those natural looks. And also it had the pops of color in there if you like to smoke it out, which I do. I like to smoke out my eye looks. Next up was this It Cosmetics brush, and this is a foundation brush. I did like it. However, I am used to using more of a stiffer brush to put on my foundation with, so it was a little bit different for me at first and took a little bit of getting used to. The only thing I could say that I would do without, because it does work really well, is I wish it was flat all the way across and not angled like this. I found sometimes whenever I was blending it out, every once in a while these bristles would get in my eye, and I didn't really like that. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good brush. Not really sure if it's worth how much they sell it for, but if you can pick it up on Ipsy or BoxyCharm in a sale, I definitely feel like it's worth it. Next up is this Perlice Silk Glow BB Base Primer. And it is pigmented, so it almost looks like BB cream when you first get it out, but it blends into your skin, not leaving any kind of color or anything. I did try this product out with BB cream and also regular foundation, and I felt like it worked fine for both of them. It's not my favorite primer in the whole world, but because I like more like silicone based primers myself, it's just a personal preference. But I did enjoy using it, and I will use this all till it's all gone. Next up is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow Highlighter in the shade Perla. I have mixed feelings about this highlighter because I felt like it wasn't bold enough for me. I do like subtle highlighters too, but I really didn't see it much at all for my personal preference. However, I did go ahead and put a topper of like a Laura Mercier highlighter on top of it just to kind of make it pop a little bit more for my own personal preference. So I could still technically use this and make it pop or build it to however it is that I want it to look. So I will use this. However, I gotta say it's not my favorite, and I won't be going out and purchasing this again. And last but not least is Glow Out of Fifth Beauty Bye Bye Puffy Eyes Cooling Eye Balm. I really like this eye balm. It was really light. Water is the main ingredient in this. It felt really nice going on the skin. It had that nice cooling effect. A little bit did go a long way. And this is a pretty decent sized jar for your eyes. So I feel like I'm going to be having this for a while. And now I have 2 cooling eye balms. I only had one before. So super excited that I have another one because I love the way it makes your eyes feel. That is everything that I had to review today. I'm Erin. Thanks so much for watching.